back with another One Piece Dream Porter video. There is a 90% viewership that is unsubscribed, so if you are one of those people, shame on you. Subscribe right now and help my journey to 300 subs. Also, we are almost at 200 members in our Discord server, so if you are interested in leaks, new updates, and character kits, then join the Discord now. With real-time PvP right around the corner, I want to talk about some of the best teams to use in PvP. I know a lot of people have questions about what are the best units to use on a team, so let's go ahead and talk about it. In my opinion, if you have a lot of units built up, you should be using two different teams for defense and offense. Now what I will be using on defense would probably be something like this. So I would use Beige, I would use Rayleigh, and I would also use Zoro in the front line. Now for the back line, you have a couple of choices, but one of the best teams I have seen for defense back line is probably going to be Ace, Kizaru, and Rayleigh. Now the reason why this team is so broken is because the front line is able to tank attacks and taunt because you have multiple taunters in Rayleigh and Beige. For backline units, you have Ace, Kizaru, and Aokiji. The reason why these three are really good for backline is they all have AoE ults. And the reason why I also like this team is you have New World Zoro in the front line, and New World Zoro, if he has a silver card, will be able to get you another turn. Some other variations of this team that I've seen is also, this is another variation of a team that I have seen used a lot, because you have your two yellows, you have your two blues, and you have one red and you have one white unit. Now the team that I use on defense goes something like this. My Crocodile isn't built up, so I like to use Lucci right here. I also like to use New World Nami, so I switch out Kizaru for New World Nami, and this is pretty much my team. Now as you can see in all the teams, we are using Ace, Rayleigh, and Aokiji. Rayleigh and Aokiji are some of the best units right now in the game. Rayleigh and Aokiji are so good in this meta right now. Rayleigh can taunt and take a lot of hits, and he could do massive damage as long as he has some shield. Also, Aokiji can freeze the enemy team without even being in the front line, and so he's a really good unit to use in PvP as well. New World Nami is one of the best units to use right now in PvP, but not a lot of people have her, and not a lot of people have her built up. That's why I don't see her used that often, but she is a really good unit. Some underrated units I have seen used. Hawkins is an amazing character in this game. He is really tanky, and he can get you extra turns and card draw, and most likely in real-time PvP will be a highly used unit. Mihawk is also really good. He can silence the enemy, and he has the highest damage in the game next to Zoro. Now for attack, you most likely want to use a lot of fighting units because you want the most amount of damage you can possibly get. Enel is a really good unit. I have him at 2 dupe right now because of the event, and he's a really good unit. He's one of my favorite units in the game. And for attack, I like to put New World Nami in the front, and I also like to use Ace in the back. Now this is a team that I personally use for attack. I think it's a really solid team to use in this game format right now. If you wanted, what you could do is switch out Enel for Beige. Beige is also a really great unit to use. Also a great attack team to use is to have Kizaru in the back with Aokiji. This team is also really good because now with Nami, you're able to farm ults for your characters in the back and in the front. And with Rayleigh, you're able to take enough damage where you will be able to survive long enough for all your backline units to get ult. Then you can just nuke the entire team. So don't feel like you're put in a box to use a certain team. There's so many different team variations to use in this game. I haven't even brought up units like Boa or Vivi, which are great options to use, as well as Kid. My Kid isn't built up right now, but Kid is one of the best units to use in PvP. Last but not least, let's talk about the new update that came out today. We got a new joint card pool with Kizaru and Rayleigh. Now, like I was saying before, if you don't have these two units, they are some of the best units right now to use in the game, especially if you have Aokiji. I would highly recommend you get Kizaru as well. After announcing the real-time PvP gameplay, the project team also evaluated and considered these suggestions one by one and finally decided to make the following adjustments. 1. In real-time PvP gameplay, whether in 3v3 mode or 6v6 mode, after a successful match, both sides can see the 6 partners selected by both sides. In 3v3 mode, you cannot see the opponent's 3 partners and their formation. In 6v6 mode, you cannot see the opponent's formation. I do like this detail. When you're playing 6v6 mode, you can see the team they're using, but you don't know the formation they have their units in, so it brings a little bit of surprise and intrigue into the gameplay. Also for 3v3, you cannot see the opponent's partners, meaning that you can counter certain units by bringing other units, and I really like that change. I'm surprised they're making a 3v3 game mode, which is honestly really nice because we get more different types of game modes to play. After the captain unlocks the 6v6 mode, he can still fight the 3v3 mode. The two modes share the same number of challenges. Now, this is the biggest bummer for me personally. I really don't like the fact that real-time PvP is set to a certain amount of challenges. I feel like we should be able to challenge as many times as possible, like games such as Grand Cross, where PvP is open for pretty much the whole day. Some people have said that real-time PvP will be set for only a 2 or 3 hour interval, so that means that it's not available the entire day, and when it is available, we only get a certain amount of challenges to do. I really don't like that type of structure, and I feel like they should change it, but that's just my opinion. The number of challenges in real-time PvP gameplay can be obtained from daily treasure chests and route stores. Now, like I said before, I don't like the fact that they're making us obtain challenges for real-time PvP. The fact that right now we have a real-time mode, but that's AI controlled, which is the 7 Seas challenge. Anybody can do it whenever they want during that long interval, so I don't know why they're not making it just like that game mode. In real-time PvP gameplay, top ranked captains will receive increased rewards at the end of the season. Now, this is a given since the new gameplay still needs to be optimized. The content and the gameplay update of One Piece Dream Pointer this week will be postponed. Now, I don't understand why they're taking so long to release this game mode. The fact that we haven't gotten any new story modes the past month and a half, and now we're getting real-time PvP pushed back, does not make any sense to me. At first, I understood it as real-time PvP took some time to create, so that's why we got no story modes in the meantime. But the fact that now the details are out and they still are not ready is kind of a bummer in my opinion. Let me know what you guys thought about the update. What team composition are you guys using? Let me know down below in the comments. Also, let me know you guys' thoughts on real-time PvP game mode getting pushed back. Thanks for watching, and this is Gacha Baka signing out.